Hey guys, looking for new action roguelike games? Then you've come to the right place. We're starting the list with Into the Fire, an action-adventure game with survival and RPG elements being developed by Starward Industries, the same company responsible for the acclaimed The Invincible. The game takes place in a dystopian world where catastrophic natural phenomena mix with mystical events and supernatural forces. The gameplay focuses on rescues in extreme situations, with the player having to navigate through rubble, burning forests, and volcanic craters to save civilians and animals. The game features an innovative arsenal of firefighting combat, including extinguisher shotguns, suppression pistols, and firebombs. In addition, the player will have access to fantastic retro-inspired gadgets, such as acid-proof boats and heat-resistant shields.
It's time to all choose your timeline on the roller coaster of life. Oh, you seem to easily forget how to place your bet. When everyday life gets you down, you gotta steal the crown. Got to own it. Don't bitch and moan about it, please. God forbid you scrape your knees, and it's nothing to sneeze at. Oh, I've told you over and over again. You gotta get both hands around it and make your own plans. Roller coaster, it's taking over. It's about time. Oh, sing your highline on the roller coaster.
Deep Rock Galactic Rogue Core is a spin-off of the acclaimed cooperative game Deep Rock Galactic, developed by Ghost Ship Games and published by Ghost Ship Publishing. It's a cooperative FPS for 1 to 4 players with roguelite elements, set in the same universe as Deep Rock Galactic, but with a distinct approach in terms of gameplay and structure. Rogue Core takes place on the planet Hox's 4, the same as the original game, known for being incredibly rich in resources, but also extremely dangerous. The narrative revolves around the discovery of a new valuable mineral called Exponite, which led Deep Rock Galactic, a space mining company, to establish extraction operations at depths never explored before. However, all mines suddenly lose contact, plunging into a mysterious phenomenon called the Greyout. Each mission starts with basic equipment, like a pickaxe, and players collect random upgrades, weapons, and abilities throughout their progress. Slay the Spire 2 is the highly anticipated sequel to the acclaimed roguelike card game, Slay the Spire. The game is being developed by Megacrit, the same team behind the original, and is scheduled to be released in 2025, initially in early access. Slay the Spire 2 takes players back to the world of the Spire, a mysterious and dangerous structure that challenges adventurers to climb its treacherous heights. The Spire, which has been dormant for 1,000 years, is now more active than ever, with new challenges and enemies awaiting those who dare to face it. The sequel promises an even deeper and more engaging experience, with an evolved Spire full of new enemies, cards, relics, and potions. Players will find new characters to choose from, each with their own set of cards, motivations, and secrets. The game's developer, Megacrit, states that the success of Slay the Spire and the creation of its sequel are a direct reflection of the community's support. UnderMine 2 is the sequel to the acclaimed action-adventure roguelike UnderMine, developed and published by Thorium. The release for PC via Steam is scheduled for July 22, 2025, with an early access period starting on the same date. Maintaining the essence of the first game, UnderMine 2 takes dungeon exploration to a new level. You will control a peasant and other unlockable characters sent to the depths of the Undermine to uncover ancient secrets, fight fierce enemies, and this time, conquer the castle of Delvamore. For the first time in the series, you can invite a friend to play the entire adventure by your side, facing dynamic challenges and exploring new strategic options. New regions of the Undermine have been revealed, and each branches into several other areas. Your decisions throughout the journey will influence the final challenge. Killer Bean is a third-person action and shooting title with roguelike elements, developed and published by Killer Bean Studios, led by Jeff Liu, creator of the Killer Bean universe. Announced on August 19, 2021, the game is a narrative continuation of the 2009 animated film Killer Bean Forever and the cancelled animated series, bringing the charismatic anthropomorphic assassin, a coffee bean named Jack Killer Bean, on a new adventure. The campaign mode includes 9 missions with unpredictable events and different types of enemies. The first mission always involves recovering Killer Bean's car, while the others focus on disabling parts of the Shadow Agency's fortress. Killer Bean combines elements of first and third-person shooting, open world, roguelike, and customization, offering a dynamic and varied experience. Each campaign generates missions, locations, characters, bosses, and plot twists randomly. Allies can become enemies, and simple missions can turn into traps.
There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
Yasha Legends of the Demon Blade is an action RPG with roguelite elements, developed by the Taiwanese indie team 7 Quark and published by GameSource. The game is set in a fantasy version of the Edo period in Japan, combining a vibrant Japanese aesthetic with an engaging narrative about humans, demons, and the balance between them. The game is set in a fantasy version of the Edo period in Japan, combining a vibrant Japanese aesthetic with an engaging narrative about humans, demons, and the balance between them. Yasha Legends of the Demon Blade takes place in the Edo period, in a world where humans and demons maintained a fragile balance, occasionally broken by conflicts. This balance is destroyed when the nine-tailed fox, the sovereign of demons, incites an invasion of the human world, causing chaos. The game combines dynamic combat with roguelite mechanics, allowing players to explore a world full of demons, unlock improvements, and discover secrets. Morbid Metal is a roguelite hack-and-slash action game where you can transform into unique characters to massacre enemies with powerful combos. You can switch between characters in real time to unleash your power and fight against hordes of deadly machines and intense bosses. You can transform into deadly characters with a single button press, each with their own set of moves, active abilities, and of course, a special ability. Use attacks and active abilities from multiple characters to unleash powerful combos on hordes of deadly machines and fight in challenging and beautiful levels. Morbid Metal appears to be an interesting roguelite action game with a fast and frenetic combat system, real-time character transformation, and a rich world. The Last Citadel is an indie game in development by Honest Demon Studios, with a planned release in 2025. It's a third-person roguelite shooter, with a strong emphasis on cooperative gameplay and role-based RPG elements, inspired by titles like Risk of Rain 2 and Overwatch. The game was born from the desire to create a co-op roguelite that emphasized teamwork, something Martin felt was missing in games like Risk of Rain 2 and Gunfire Reborn. The game is anticipated by fans of roguelites and co-op shooters, especially for its promise of a well-defined role system and high replayability. The Kickstarter campaign indicates that the project has ambition, but depends on financial support to reach its full potential. Players can create their own builds by selecting 4 skills from over 45 skills, as well as their outfit and their weapon. Netherworld Covenant is a 3D isometric dark fantasy roguelike action game, developed by Mad Goat Game Studio, a team of just 2 developers, and published by Infinifun and Mad Goat itself. Netherworld Covenant combines roguelike, souls-like, and tactical action elements with a focus on precision combat and the Soul Companion system. The player takes on the role of a survivor of a catastrophic disaster, wielding the Lantern of the Nether, a forbidden artifact that connects the mortal realm to the underworld. The game stands out for its dark atmosphere, procedurally generated labyrinths, and a fragmented narrative that gradually reveals the truth behind a calamity. The gameplay emphasizes tactical strategy rather than frantic combos, requiring mastery of combat and careful decisions. Combat prioritizes tactical mastery over quick combos. The player needs to synchronize attacks, position themselves strategically, and manage resources. Standalone is an action roguelite developed by Lifuel, an indie developer from Malaysia, and is scheduled to be released in early access on Steam during the North American summer of 2025, between June and September. Standalone combines vibrant pixel art animations with an innovative skill customization system, offering a fast-paced and strategic combat experience. The game stands out for its unique approach by allowing players to modify and transform skills, creating custom fighting styles. The player controls a sheep armed with a large sci-fi sword, facing enemies in intense and fluid combat. After defeating enemies, the player can download new skills from their systems, allowing for extensive customization. As the player progresses, they face relentless bosses that offer challenges and reveal more about the narrative. Well, that was the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and see you next time.